All right, so CMP100-210. I'm just going to take this apart and do some maintenance on it, clean it up, and you'll already notice that I have tape. This is white electrical tape. This is already on the top of it and this little side. What I'm going to do is loosen the back to expose the soft underbelly below. This is my 7th card to do this today, and I just thought it would be a terrible waste of content to not show maybe somebody a new way of doing this if they haven't done it before. I watched a lot of videos, and I'm gonna just say thank you for everyone who's put these out here. I can't remember any names right now, and I will try to, but once we loosen those screws, and the good thing is that these are going to stay in here. There's like a little spring on there, so they're not going to roll away. No bigs. Now, these have not been filtered very well, and my rig is in a laundry room. So look what just kind of happens. You know, it happens, and that's what maintenance is for. And I'm exploring some better filtering techniques so that this sort of thing doesn't happen. So let's take a look at the the radiator heatsink thing. All this stuff has to come off. This is old thermal paste, and I'm going to take that off too. That's off the processor, and I'm also going to put some little cooling pads on it's a VRAM or whatever it is. I don't know, some kind of component. But first thing I'm going to do is use a vacuum cleaner. Little video hiccup anyways. So I'm going to link it again. What one of the smarter dudes on YouTube said was that this here, and here are like where the memory is, and this is what facilitates the this being such a awesome card or whatever, is that so much stuff is close to the other bits. I'll take his word for it, and I probably didn't explain it correctly, but the point is that you want to give a little to each one of these guys over here, just to make sure they're getting a fair amount. Because if you just did your little circle, your application in the center, those guys are leaving. They're leaving out on a lot of juicy thermal dynamics that they would love to be a part of. And if they're just getting the spreads of the outer edges of the tomato on a otherwise juicy burger, yeah, let's help them out. Let's give them a fair shot. So when I'm closing this, I'm not too worried about these little spots that, as you can see, this is where there's a gap in the card on the sides. So don't worry about that. I'll fix that. That little wood chisel is gonna be a multi-tool friend of ours. And whenever you put it upside down, if you do have this on the end, be sure and put it over the edge of your table, so that this is completely flush, and you're not, you're not trying to like catch the screw on this end and then it not be flush with the table, because when it is flush, it's like butter. My technique with this screwdriver is to put it on the lowest torque mode, and just kind of hold the screwdriver as dainty as possible, so that when it does kick, it it kind of kicks away from my hand, and so it turns itself off. Obviously, that didn't happen on that one, but the idea is that I can do this without using a manual screwdriver. Anyways, so now that those are back on, let's go back over to this side where we have to cover it up. And you could either retape this area, or you could use a wood chisel and just finesse it in there. I don't know why this thing has so many bumps on the side and grooves. I suppose it's some sort of fundamentals of mounting this, because they do have side screws for, I don't even know what kind of situation that would look like. I'd love to see a picture. Alright, so again, these are, if you don't know by now and you've made it this far, I think we all know that these are passively cooled cards that don't have fans inside of them. So we have to make this as airtight as possible and give it the best shot it has to move every particle of air over its hot, steamy body. This is I had been fulfilling this role with the foam blocks and everything was fine, but I gotta grow up. I gotta stop playing with foam. I need some more elegant solutions. So I came up with something that's working for me right now. This isn't a long-term solution. I would love to have like a 3D printed shroud or something to just put on top of this, but what I'm trying to do right now is to basically make this as airtight around this gap, because the way I'm going to seal all that up, so the way the cards work is all the air going into the case will be going through the card. Yes, I'm sorry, that's what I'm trying to say, and it's kind of difficult. Even though I've done this over and over today, I'm still trying not to muck it up or do something weird. Don't worry, I know, I'm closing it off. Oh, don't worry. My hands are disgusting, by the way. I have like sores on my thumbs from squeezing out all the rags from when the basement flooded, and I don't know, I used to have like a big gash on my arm from something. I was going to get a free chicken salad sandwich on Veterans Day, and I had printed out my records, and I left it at home. And I ran an errand, and then I swang by the place, and I was walking to it, and I realized, oh no, I left my DD214. Well, maybe if I just ask, hey, I'm a veteran, I left my stuff. Would it be okay if you just kind of gave me a chicken salad sandwich? And I looked down at my hands, and I'm like, no, this isn't believable. I wouldn't believe me either if I walked into a place with the way I look right now, with disgusting hands and need a haircut. And what have I been doing all day? I was, let's see. Oh, that was moving new washer and dryer around, because the old one broke right when we had that basement flood. It's never one thing. It's 74. All right, so by all accounts, this is locked up pretty well. I'm feeling good about it. So from here, I wanna fold this back just some, tape around this, and leave this little shape That's going to give, I mean, electrical tape is not like the most grabby stuff, so I try to give it as much surface as it can to work. Anyways, just same thing on the other side. I don't think this little, I think the overall venture of trying to contain the air this way, I think the overall gains is going to be is well offset by losing like small amounts of that little thing. You know, I think this is a good trade-off. I'm sorry if this is not on camera the whole time very well. I'm not used to this. So, anyways, I do see this little spot I don't like. I'm gonna nip this little corner right here, because it would just be tragic if I lost any air going in between that metal bracket and the card. Gosh, I don't know. Lose sleep about it. I think we're good now. Yep, this is an exact science. Okay, everybody's in. Everybody's locked in place. Some kind of fun tips that I could try to pass on if somebody cared. These grates that sit outside the unit for obvious safety reasons, take it off and move it inside the unit, because there's a lot of factors of things that would just love to run into this fan and try to kill itself, both the fan and the whatever. So grate yourself. But what I'm going to try right now is I closed off both sides of the left and right fan, and I only left the middle one open. I have one of these little, windometers, and this thing puts out plenty to be able to cool the case. So I'm going to experiment with that right now, and we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'll be doing any talking, because when all three of them are going, it's like a hurricane. And I don't even know what it'll sound like. So, stop talking. Bye. So this is my newest attempt to try to minimize all the dust and floaties and stuff in the laundry room. So I got these little, these are mostly designed for something like a CPU or a video card, to put over the front of it to keep, the obvious stuff out. So what I'm going to do, just going to try this, see if this will work. I was actually really disappointed in these. This is the second kind of filtering thing I'm trying out for the GPUs and CPUs, and the design itself is dumb. There's once you screw it in here or here, this is the same height as the fan, so it's just gonna scrape. It's pointless. Anyways, I'm gonna put these here. And I know that I'm going to walk away and they're all going to fall over. That's inevitable. So what I'm going to do is folded this. I think I was a little too blasé with this filter at first. I just kind of put it in front of it. Now I'm actually going to give it some nice push on there. So I should have 2 levels of filtering. Thank you, old broken kids chair, for supplying the much needed weight until I can get something else there. So let's crank this beast up. I can feel it coming through the front just fine. Even on the other side of the filter. I do not think this is going to be a problem. Famous last words. Temps are looking good so far. Just idling at 28. Not bad. While we're waiting for that to happen, these are little starter plugs that you can get that hook up to all your motherboards. We used to have to use the old screwdriver. Well, we're not going back to screwdrivers. We're not going back. Ooh, miner dude just turned green. Yes. Yes. For a $120 card, you can't beat a hash rate of 36. I guess. Temps are looking good. I'd say it's a success. I'd say we're good. Everything's fine. Nothing's gonna break anymore. Hey, so I was rewatching some videos so I could get the right YouTubers credit for showing me how to, work on the video cards, and I just want to say that I am doing them a tremendous disservice because I did not do it right. Oh man, the second I tried to get on a video and help out community, show how to do stuff, and then I'd totally whiff it. Well, anyway, so in the video, it splits about right here, and I've been working on this area. This section is actually what you would take off and repad. The other stuff I was doing, I don't even know what those are. I thought there's some kind of like transistor or capacitor, but then I thought it was like some kind of VRAM or something. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Well, anyways, they are very well protected with whatever that thing is. So they're all sitting pretty in here. So I just got a different controller in for the fans that I want to try out. The last one, just, I don't know. I can only find that one on Amazon. It's the same one over and over. This one is slightly different. Connects to USB. It has a RIF. I don't know what that stands for, but play with that. A little fan control right here. So the only way to really test this is, also earlier, these two fans, the ones on either side, I don't know if I made that abundantly clear or not, or even mentioned it, but those are unplugged. If you leave those plugged in and there's any kind of spinning, those could spark and do something weird. But anyways, unplugged. Who's that boy trying to creep on me? Hey, buddy. Say hi, buddy. How was work?
painting, and then let's see, that's not good.
All right. Well, that moment of levity is over. Let's get back to business. Right. So, yeah. Unplug those two. That one was the only one plugged in. And that's done right over there. In case I haven't mentioned it before, this specific brand of mining box is called a Miner Dude 9. It's got 9. Why? I mean, I'm chill with it. It's just, why 9? I don't know. All right, how cool is this? The little power strip I'm using for all the consumer stuff has a USB charging port. How convenient. Okay. Not really doing much of anything. I'm playing with this thing, moving this around. Probably has something to do with this fits, but there's 2 things in that. There's 4 things in that. Do I have any kind of splitter thing or something? I wonder if this will do anything. This thing has 3 things in it. And this thing goes to 4. I wonder if this will... let's see. I don't hear anything. Yeah, I'm gonna double check something. I've never used this. Never actually used that thing before, so maybe it just... Maybe that's no good, or yeah, don't know how to turn that on. Okay, so it's plugged into a power source now. I'm clicking around. Yeah, okay, so I just bought the wrong thing. I think I'm on the right track though. I'm getting really good at Amazon returns. Well, okay, so not much of a revelation. Man, this thing is so loud. All right, well, I'm gonna get it back on there.